घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे, घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे। भीमराव नहीं तेरी देन फैलावांगे, घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे। नाला गरीबां नूं तू प्यार दिता सीमा वरगा, ओ हक वोट दा मज़लूमां लई ठंडी बोड़ दिशा वरगा। इक नाला गरीबां नूं तू प्यार दिता सीमा वरगा। तेरी दित्ती कुर्बानी नूं सिरां दे नाल निभावांगे। भीमराव नहीं तेरी देन भुलावांगे, घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे। दुनिया याद करेंदी है तेरी दित्ती कुर्बानी नूं, मर्द बराबर हक दिलाए भारत विच जनानी नूं। दुनिया याद करेंदी है तेरी दित्ती कुर्बानी नूं, मर्द बराबर हक दिलाए भारत विच जनानी नूं। तेरे शुभ विचारां उत्ते सदा ही फुੱਲ चढ़ावांगे। भीमराव ने तेरी देन भुलावांगे, घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे। शेर ने बन गए जेड़े झंडे तेरे हाथां दे, अग लुका के रखनी औखी हुण ते थल्ले कखां दे। कितनो शेर ने बन गए जेड़े झंडे तेरे हाथां दे, अग लुका के रखनी औखी हुण ते थल्ले कखां दे। प्रेम चुंबर दे वंगू साहिब तेरे ही गुण गावांगे। भीमराव नहीं तेरी देन भुलावांगे, घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे। भीमराव ने तेरी देन भुलावांगे, घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे। भीमराव ने तेरी देन भुलावांगे, घर जाके तेरा मिशन फैलावांगे।
Thank you, Takshit. That was great, right? Please give a big round. So now let's moving forward. I'm going to invite ਸਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਚਲੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਅਮਰੀਕ ਚੰਦ ਲਾਖਾ ਜੀ, ਉਹ ਆ ਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਜੇ.ਐਨ. ਚੈਂਬਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਸਾਡੇ ਚੀਫ ਗੈਸਟ ਜੇ.ਐਨ. ਚੈਂਬਰ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to come here, join us in the celebration of Babasaheb's 131st anniversary, Jayanti. Thank you. And I especially thank Dr. J.N. Chamber, one of the Mrs. Poonam Chamber, and Bharat Rattan Ambedkar ji. They came all the way from India, all we on one phone call, all we called once, and they accepted our invitation with enthusiasm, and they said definitely we will come. So I'm really grateful to Dr. J.N. Chamber, Mrs. Poonam Chamber, Raj Ambedkar. Dr. J.N. Chamber, all his life, he served Government of India, Public of India as an IAS officer for 35 years with dedication, diligence, and dignity. His profession, his public career is impeccable, and I know Dr. Chamber since college life. We went to college together at Government College, Ludhiana. I had the opportunity to know him since then. Dr. Chamber has worked very hard all his life publicly and to enhance his knowledge about Babasaheb. He kept on studying. Even when he was in the service, he took some time away to go to college and universities for further education. Dr. Chamber did his MA in English from Government College, Ludhiana, Punjab University. Then he did law from Delhi University. Then he did MBA from Europe, and he did PhD from India, Nainital University. And he retired 2 years back. Right now, he's been appointed Professor Emeritus, TMU University in Moradabad, and he's alumni of Harvard University. So, congratulations. As you can see, he's been working all his life, furthering his education, and he has written 2 books. One is fiction, Crossing the Monster, and also he wrote a book about Babasaheb Ambedkar Beyond Constitution. He did a lot of research to write that book. I encourage everybody to read this book. It's available at Amazon. It's been published by Amazon. So I don't want to take too much of my time, and I'm requesting Dr. Chamber to come here and enlighten the public, the audience with his knowledge and Babasaheb's philosophy, vision, and mission. Dr. Chamber.
Hello, gentlemen, please, some people have complained in the back. Please give a little bit quiet, and we are here waiting for this moment from long time. Please.
Jackie, Mr. President Ram Suroy, Mr. Dakshit, and the audience, all of you are august presence. In fact, it's very difficult after such a wonderful cultural program by the children. Boring lecture never satisfies. Even then, because all of you have primarily come, I have been coming here and delivering my lecture. A couple of months back I was in UK. I had my TV interview and a lecture there. But the rising sun of India, Bharat Rattan is going to deliver and give you much better feedback as to what should be done, what is going on in the country, how our community can benefit from government and social activities. I have divided my lecture into 4 parts. Since we are celebrating Dr. Ambedkar's anniversary, so the first part deals with tribute to Dr. Ambedkar, his philosophy and his achievements. The second portion is directly related to as to what he has done for us through Constitution. The third, I'm going to bring you a gloomy picture, because basically I'm a critic. I cannot keep my eyes closed when I see our people suffering from all those problems, including disparity and discrimination, which the nation had been seeing them for centuries. As you know, for the last 4,000 years, Dalit population has been suffering from poverty and helplessness. As man-made Aryan gods and their earthly demigods, Brahman, they had no pity in their blood. Our Masiha, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, took the burden on his shoulders. He is publicly known as social reformer. Although originally he was an economist, an authority on law, and a political philosopher, he had strong faith in parliamentary democracy. Ambedkar's statues are seen in India, in almost every village. Now, of course, you are seeing them in England and UK and USA. And most of the statues, unlike Nehru and Gandhi, they are not installed by the government. They are raised by the local Dalit people. That's the beauty. His picture, or you must be having in your home, I'm sure. His picture illuminates the minds of millions of Dalits who proudly love, respect and worship him. His writings are the pearls of wisdom. They are also warnings to the Hindus. In fact, he is a mirror in which no Hindu dare to look at themselves. In one stroke, he assassinated all the Hindu gods and goddesses by challenging their traditions and superstitions. He fearlessly told them that they are following a very wrong religion. Because as you know that Hindu religion is full of superstition. Pandey अपने बैठे रहते हैं, या तो मन के मन का है मन का, या फिर जो घी बच्चों के शरीर में जाना है वो आग में बह जाता है. Babasaheb told that if you wish to demolish the Hindu tradition, you had to apply the dynamite to Ved and Shastra. In spite of his practical philosophy and achievements, why does it occupy the place of worship in non-Dalit minds? Just because of the mindset, the meanness of these people. At best, they look at him as a symbol of Dalit votes. If you reflect, before 1980, and most of you who have come from India before 90 or 85, 90, there was no academic discussion on Ambedkar. The intelligentsia and politicians either ignored him or deliberately marginalized him. There is a saying, अगर दिमाग में गोबर भरा हुआ है तो गुलाब की खुशबू आप तक नहीं पहुंचेगी. Ambedkar's personal struggles His philosophy and the inspiration emanating from his personality formed a strong theoretical and emotional foundation of social movement, Dalit movement. In fact, if you all recollect, all those who are of my age, this movement was, Dalit movement was initially ignited and fueled by small-time poets and writers. You name them: Jigyasu, Valmiki, Pasi, Udasi, Sankram Udasi, all those. And also by the Dalit Panthers. There were Dalit Panther writers also. They brought awareness about Ambedkar. These poets hardly got any state award, but Dalit crowd used to visit local melas to listen to them, and they used to sell their pamphlets and even the cassettes. Later on they used to sell their cassettes, and that was enough to take care of their basic needs. Dalit population, which remained fragmented and passive for thousands of years, was now set in motion by these poets. In this way, the impact these writers had on the minds of Dalit population was far, far more than any of the Nobel laureate or a bunch of Nobel laureates. These writers laid the solid foundation of Dalit movement, which compelled the vote seekers to speak more and more of Ambedkar. Some Dalit movements like Adharm movement in Punjab, Bamse, Dalit Panthers, DS4 had their contribution in uniting the Dalits. And even the Dalit-related political parties like RPI and BSP, despite their shortcomings, they too had their contribution in Now what happened when the movement had already taken place? Upset by the socio-political awareness of the Dalits, the upper caste intellectual heroes, the upper caste intellectual snobs like Arun Shori, you might have seen his book, Worshipping the False Gods, right? He branded Ambedkar as a British agent and anti-nationalist. But why should we blame only Arun Shori when the whole Hindu intellect wants to protect the glory of their traditions and their religion? On 125th anniversary, every party tried to claim Ambedkar's legacy. You all remember those. It's already 3-4 years back. BJP did not want to leave any occasion missed in recognizing his contribution. Their new love for Ambedkar could be noticed through their aggressive push to Ambedkar projects, which the party developed in all those places which have some connection with Ambedkar. It may be in London, it may be in Mahu, in Bombay, in Delhi, or in Nagpur. The BJP is aware, without inclusion of the Dalits, the Hindus will be almost losing majority title. And this is the basic reason why they are doing all this. But look at the irony. The proponents of Hindu division through the caste system. The proponents of the Hindu division are now using Ambedkar for Hindu unity. समाज को पहले बांट दिया, अब वो कह रहे हैं हमारे साथ मिलो, बिकॉज मेजॉरिटी टाइटल जो है वो हाथ से जा रहा है. Since independence, the Congress party enjoyed political power. I'm sorry, I'm not a political person, and nor do I have any interest in politics. As you know that I am a critic, so I will bring each and every party or a person. This is all from my book. The Congress party enjoyed political power because of the Dalit votes. Is this true or not? Anybody who is refuting this? It is just because of the Dalit votes they enjoyed political power, and they never thought of repaying the debt. They always forget. They even rejected Bharat Rattan to Dr. Ambedkar. I'm sorry, Ram. Maybe having some friends in Congress party also. But when the Modi government's push glorifying Ambedkar had already struck the Congress party, nothing was left for the Congress except to admit their oversight on Dr. Ambedkar. Repentance is no remedy. अब पछताए क्या होत है, जब चिड़िया ने जो भी थे, अब तो धीरे धीरे कांग्रेस के हाथ से सब जगह पे सत्ता जो है जा रही है और चली गई. But it may be BJP or the Congress. Why they are doing it? सिर्फ दलित वोट्स के लिए, कुछ नहीं है. No. Talk about the communists. They all themselves the champions of the poor. They did not recognize a different bourgeois. अपनी भाषा में bourgeois, you understand? Most of you understand proletariat and bourgeois. Proletariat is there are two classes. Proletariat are the poor ones, have-nots, and bourgeois are the haves. It is not difficult to understand the Communist Party because they too are led by the high caste, the Brahmins and the castes. Right from Rajeshwar Rao 1920 के दशक की बात है, and M.N. Roy, Manindranath Roy, some of you might have read about him, to Sitaram Yechuri and Karat. Not a single Dalit leader happened to be in the top position of the Communist Party. They even forget the basic principles of communism, which is equality. They did not pay any attention on caste discrimination and disparity. The communists never kept caste as an item in their central agenda because they too are under the influence of caste system, which is given by the Hindu society. But it doesn't matter that I am refuting communism just like that. I am trying to bring similarity and dissimilarity between communism and Dr. Ambedkar's views. Because this is Babasaheb's anniversary, so I am confining my lecture only on whatever I am speaking within the domain of Marx talks about class as a phenomenon of division of the society. Ambedkar too talks about the caste as a phenomenon of division of the society. Marx कहता है कि class क्लासेस होती हैं एक सोसाइटी में, बाबा साहब कहते हैं कि कास्ट है हिंदू सोसाइटी में जो डिवाइड करती है सोसाइटी को। मार्क्स टॉक्स अबाउट हैव्स एंड हैव नॉट्स। दो तरह के लोग हैं, जिनके पास रिसोर्स प्रोडक्शन के रिसोर्सेज हैं, अमीर हैं, और दूसरे हैं जो गरीब हैं, उनके अमीरों द्वारा दबे कुचले हुए हैं। अम्बेडकर भी यही कहते हैं कि यस, जो दलित हैं वो बाकी जो ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य उनके द्वारा दबाए हुए हैं। यहां तक तो सिमिलैरिटी है, बट देयर आर apparent differences between the philosophy of Dr. Ambedkar and that of Karl Marx. According to Ambedkar, the unnatural thing about Hindu subdivision is that they do not have the open door character of the class system. Can I have your audience, please? Now, if you feel like I'm boring you, you can always say that. Please, enough. The poor can change his class by becoming rich in the Western societies. But in the Hindu society, a Dalit cannot become Brahman or Vaishya even if he attains education or wealth. That's the major difference. Inter-class weddings are a common feature in the Western societies, but inter-caste marriage in Hindu society is a rare phenomenon. So Ambedkar says that social values are affected. Karl Marx says that social values are affected by the economic conditions. Ambedkar asserts no, in Hindu society, it's the class differentiation is very much social in character and nature. Marx insists that class struggle prevails in the society. He predicts that struggle ends only after a violent revolution. Ambedkar agrees with Marx that caste struggle prevails in Hindu society too. But he does not believe that the caste struggle will lead to any violent revolution. In fact, Babasaheb was dead against violence. This should be noticed. And he said, he described Marxian method as a grammar of anarchy. These are his words. Now, as a matter of deep study and being a practical philosopher, he is quite sure that Marxism is not suitable model in the Indian situation. He questions the communists. Can you have reform without first bringing about a reform of the social order? He reminds the socialists that caste is the monster. No, that is the title which I have taken. It's a fiction, book of fiction, a novel है, but उसका जो टाइटल मैंने लिया है वो बाबा साहब की किताब से ही लिया है। बाबा साहब ने कहा कि caste is the monster that crosses your path. You cannot have political or economic reform unless you kill the monster. Ambedkar repeatedly asserts that caste is purely a social phenomenon, having its roots in hereditary character and structure. Now we should also understand that Babasaheb's no to violence was voluntary and deliberately commandment, because he knew that Dalits are not in majority in any part of the country, not even in Punjab where they are 35%, I believe. And they are also disunited. And if you do not have resources,